welcome everyone. Welcome to my yet another video. I'm quite excited today to talk about some of my experience with the coil. And before we jump into the video, I wanted to inform you guys, like, there is a link down in the description below if you are into healthy living lifestyle, or you are not trying to like put on weight or like be healthy in general. Click the link down below and we're gonna hop right into the video. So yes, welcome again. I am super excited to share my experience, and I am not gonna speak up for every other people. This is purely my experience. And for a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a gynecologist or anything like that. This is purely my experience in regards to copper coil. There are various forms of copper coil. I'm not going to go into like all the scientific things about it because I know there are lots of other videos, but what there is not is the experience gone wrong. Actually had my copper coil inserted 7 years ago, and at that time I just wanted to make sure that I do not put on like severe amount of weight. I did not want it to affect my any hormones and things like that, so I opted for copper because like copper was known, or so was I told, that like it's non-hormonal, and I thought like in that aspect it's the best for me at the time. I did not want to get on pills. Even when I was a teenager, I was given a pill, and not because I was sexually active or anything like that. That it was purely for my acne, and during that like pill taking time, I put on a lot of weight. So hence why I didn't want it to opt in for pills. I didn't want it to opt in for any arm implants and things like that, because I know there are other horror stories regarding that. And so copper coil seems to be legit and absolutely fantastic, non-hormonal. And so I got that inserted 7 years ago, and prior to that, obviously my period was always lasting till about 3 days tops, okay? And I was like really happy, always like, you know, amazing, okay? But I knew that like I'm gonna have a longer period, and I was okay. I was fine to live with that. And what happened is like over the years, gradually, like my period started to last like more than 10 days, sometimes even 12 days. Absolutely heavy flow. At that time, like I just did not pay attention because I had so many things going on in my life, and I was a busy mom, and I had to look after my house, look after my child. There was less time to look after myself, and I know that there are other moms who looks after themselves really well, but I was not like that. I'm pretty slow in a lot of aspects to pick up things like that. If something goes wrong with me, or like my hands and my feet are all like always dry and they are always cracking. Not anymore actually, but it used to do that, and I never picked up on that, like what was actually wrong. But this is, I do not want to be slave to my period. I want to take control of my life. I want to take control of my cycle. I just do not want to be subjected to something that's inserted in me, like this is my life, I'm gonna get back in control and all that. So I went to the clinician, and then you know, the sexual health clinic we call it in UK. So we have to get it removed then, because you cannot remove it at home by yourself. I mean, like I think like there are some girls who has done it, but I would not suggest that. I would say like go to the professional doctors or gynae who's gonna remove it for you. So I went in there, and obviously it was really awkward because I was really hoping for a female clinician, but I got a male, and I was like, do you know what, You had a child, you gave a birth, everyone has seen it, everyone's got it. It's the same thing that everyone has. So there's no point for me being shy or awkward. So I just like relaxed. I was quite nervous in a sense that it's going to hurt. It didn't hurt. Yes, like when you put that speculum, I think that's what they call, they insert it and they open your cervix and then they take it out. So but it went really smoothly. It was really good as well. It was really quick, okay? And I was like, wow, like something actually is not there. It was like as if like I've just given birth and you feel like there is something empty in your cervix. There's something missing, okay? Because you've been carrying this like for 7 years, I felt at least. And I was like all happy. Yes, now my cycle's gonna be on time. I cannot wait. Like I just wanted that feeling again that like my period's gonna last only like 3 to 4 days, okay? I was looking so forward. So came home, 24 hours in, nothing happened. After 24 hours, I was doing something in the house, I was doing something chore. Suddenly, there is a huge amount of pain in my lower abdomen and I cannot move. I cannot move and I am sweating, I'm freezing, like I'm literally sweating. I'm in a large amount of pain. It was like a contraction during the delivery, like severe amount, and I cannot like stretch, like stand up, stretch my like, you know, torso up. It was hurting so badly. I was like, okay, there is something wrong, just calm down. But I cannot take a step, not even one step I can take. Then I was like, okay, let's have a painkiller. That's fine. 2 days in, I still have the pain going on. And then even the painkillers are not helping. I immediately called sexual health clinic. I said like, please, there is something wrong with me. I am actually even thinking to go to an A&E. And I do not want to use any resources unless it's a life and death situation. So I rang them and I said like, look, you need to ask some nurse or doctor to see me immediately because I am in a lot of pain and I can handle a lot of pain, but not this amount of pain continuously going for more than 48 hours. I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. Like, please, I need help. And the lady said like, okay, let me see. I will ask the nurse to give you a call and get you reviewed, and if it's important then we'll arrange something to see you. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Then within like 1 hour I got a call back and I explained the situation, I explained the symptoms, and the lady said, I think you need to come and see the doctor. Yeah. And I was like, geez, okay, this is something like, you know, important, right? So I went there. Within like next 3 hours, I mean they gave me an appointment. I got seen by the doctor. He did hundreds of different tests. He did a blood test, smear test. He did sexual disease test just in case. And I said like, doc, like, does this happen? Does this happen to other people as well? Because I've never heard of it. I heard everything is safe. Insertion is safe, taking out is safe, during while you are on coil, everything is safe. What's going on? Because I am actually scared. I am scared. And then the guy said like, probably you've got some sexual disease, and I was like, no, it's not possible, because you know, like I had only one partner and this is not possible. And he's like, it's okay, don't worry, I have to take your samples still. I have to run the test just to be 100% sure, and we have covered all the areas, okay? And I was like, okay, but I'm like so frightened, so scared, and it was not happy thing. Like, if the doctor tells you that you can have STD and you don't know that, I'm like, that's not possible. But it's not a nice feeling to even like contemplate, like, you know. And I was like, yeah, you can do that. And I was like, what do you think is wrong with me? Then he said that he reckons it's PID, pulmonary inflammatory disease, and he's never seen a case with the copper removal. Okay, and at that point I did not even know what PID is, and I was like, what in the world? Like, you are giving me this term that I'm not even familiar with, I've never heard of it. I was like, okay, pulmonary inflammatory disease, go home, research. I did research, and there were so many other cases with other coil associated with PID, but nothing to do with copper coil. This is the reason why I want to come today, and I'll let you guys know that even they said that copper coil is safe, I would say it's not, because when I did Google, then it's like your pelvic region is inflamed, and if you do not treat it immediately, then it can affect your fertility, reproductive organs permanently. And I was even more shocked. And they say, like, obviously they say like not to Google anything. There is only horrible stories, okay? But I wasn't even like Googling. Initially, I wasn't even Googling what other people are suffering. I was like, what is PID? And at this point, I was so nervous, scared to death for myself, because I do not want my reproductive organs or any organs to affect me. And I was like, I should have left that inside me. I should have left the copper coil, because the fact that I decided to take it out, you know, it obviously it did the damage, isn't it? But anyway, long story short, the doctor gave me 2 weeks of antibiotics, and these antibiotics was so strong, pain point of view. I did feel good within 2 days, and doctor did say if it doesn't change within 48 hours, you'll have to come back and see me. And I was like praying, please, nothing should happen to my body. And you know, I obviously, you know, like when you put coil inside you just think like you're doing it for the best. At that time, obviously, when I realized that it could damage me, then that was so scary. And on top, like, doctor did STD test, I was even more scared. And but luckily, after a week, I got the results back, everything was negative, and I was like, damn, this is the coil. This is the coil doing this to my body. And I wanna share my experience to all you ladies, or the gents, whoever is watching. Please, before you put anything inside your body, please do a research. Please, it's only gonna help yourself or your partner. Might be another best way, but I am definitely not gonna put copper coil in my life, and I do not want any of that pain to come back to me. I want to be healthy, I want to live long, and I want to be happy. And yeah, so before you put in like, you know, coil, I was gonna say PID, before you put in coil in your body, any kind of coil or any kind of tablet that you take, please do your thorough research and then make that decision. At the end of the day, it's your body, it's your life, and you do not want to damage, because it's far too precious. Anyway, that's about it for me. I'll sign off now, and hopefully I will bring more videos like this. Please like and subscribe, and then comment down below what is the type of video you want next, and let me know what you think of this video and your experience about coil. Take care. Bye bye. Ciao.